Hold on to your seats, Forrester Creations faithful, because the next 2 weeks in Los Angeles are a masterclass in high-stakes drama, vengeful schemes, and emotional returns that will irrevocably shift the landscape of power, love, and family. As the autumn leaves begin to turn, the heat is only intensifying, with one man, Bill Spencer, Jr., at the center of a firestorm of his own making. Meanwhile, a familiar and formidable force is about to re-enter the battlefield, and her arrival could not be more perfectly or dangerously timed. Get ready for confrontations that will leave you breathless and alliances that will be shattered beyond repair. Week of September 22nd, the Spencer Sword of Damocles. The week kicks off with the fallout from Bill's shocking discovery that Luna #1 is not just a fling, but his son. The man who operates on a principle of shoot first, ask questions never is now armed with a nuclear secret, and he has no intention of keeping it locked away. Bill confronts Poppy, and this is not a tender reunion of long-lost lovers. This is a power play. In a series of tense, private meetings at Spencer Publications, Bill lays down the law. "You kept my son from me for 20 years, Poppy," he will seethe, his voice a low, dangerous growl. "You think you can just waltz back into Los Angeles and integrate him into my family without facing the consequences? That's not how this works. You have two choices. You come clean on my terms and tell everyone the truth, or I will. And I can promise you, my version will be far less forgiving." Poppy is trapped between a rock and a very hard, very angry Spencer. She fears losing the fragile new life she and Luna have built, and the potential devastation this bombshell will wreak on her daughter's relationship with RJ. But standing up to Bill Spencer is a feat few have managed successfully. As Bill tightens the screws, Poppy's desperation grows, leading her to make a risky, clandestine move that could backfire spectacularly. Across town, the ripple effects are already being felt. Lee, ever the protective sister, senses Poppy's panic and knows Bill is the source. She issues her own warning to the billionaire, but Bill is unmoved, seeing Lee as merely another obstacle to be bulldozed. Meanwhile, RJ and Luna's blissful bubble is about to be popped. Luna can't help but notice her mother's strange behavior and the ominous cloud that seems to follow Bill whenever he's near. She confides in RJ, who, still loyal to his Uncle Bill, tries to reassure her, but even he can't ignore the sinister glint in Bill's eye. And speaking of the Forresters, the battle for Hope's future continues to rage. Thomas Forrester is not giving up without a fight. He launches a full-court press to win back Hope's trust and her heart, reminding her of the powerful connection they shared and the future they envisioned. However, Hope is resolute in her need for space and self-discovery. This creates a vacuum that Liam Spencer is all too eager to fill. Seeing Thomas as a persistent threat, Liam positions himself as Hope's safe harbor, her constant and understanding friend. But his intentions are transparent to everyone, especially a returning Steffy. Week of September 29th, Steffy's homecoming and a line in the sand. Just as the pot is about to boil over, a sleek black town car pulls up at the Forrester mansion. Out steps Steffy Forrester, back from Europe, and she hasn't missed a beat. She returns with a renewed strength and a crystal-clear perspective, and the first thing she sees is the tangled mess surrounding her family and the company. Her homecoming is far from a quiet family dinner. She immediately sits down with her father, Ridge, and mother, Brooke, and gets a crash course in the current chaos. Bill's threatening presence, the Poppy Luna RJ situation, and the very volatile Hope Liam Thomas triangle. Steffy listens, her expression growing sterner by the minute. She has zero tolerance for the drama that constantly threatens to consume their lives and their business. But Steffy's primary focus, as always, is the well-being of her family and the integrity of Forrester Creations. Her first major confrontation is with Hope. In a blistering scene in the CEO office, Steffy lays down the law. "Enough is enough, Hope," Steffy will state, her voice cold and authoritative. "You made your choice. You ended things with Thomas. So what is this? You keep him dangling on a string while you let Liam hover, waiting for his chance? This back and forth is a distraction this company cannot afford. You need to make a definitive decision and stick with it. The waffling ends now. This confrontation leaves Hope reeling, forcing her to confront the uncomfortable truth that her indecision is causing collateral damage. However, Steffy's main event is a long-awaited showdown with her former father-in-law, Bill Spencer. She knows he is the epicenter of the current earthquake, and she is the only one with the nerve to stand up to him directly. She marches into Spencer Publications, bypassing his secretary, and confronts him in his own office. "I know what you're doing, Bill," Steffy declares, her eyes blazing. "You're holding a secret over Poppy's head, you're manipulating my brother, and you're stirring up trouble for this family. I am drawing a line in the sand, right here, right now. You will back off. You will leave Poppy, Luna, and RJ alone. If you think you can bulldoze your way through this family again, you have severely underestimated me." The standoff between Steffy and Bill is electric, a clash of two titans who are not used to losing. Bill is taken aback by her ferocity, but he is not one to retreat. His response is a chilling promise that sets the stage for an even greater war. "You've got fire, Steffy. I'll give you that. But you're playing in the big leagues now. This is my family, my blood, and I will do whatever it takes to protect what's mine. Even from you." As we head into October, the stage is set for an explosive revelation. With Steffy now acting as the Forrester family's chief defender, Bill's threat to expose the truth about Luna's paternity becomes even more imminent. The question is no longer if the secret will come out, but when, and who will be left standing in the devastating aftermath. These 2 weeks promise to be a relentless roller coaster of betrayal, courage, and the unyielding fight for family. Previously, Luna finally gets what's coming when Elektra unleashes her fury. The bold and the beautiful, spoilers say Luna crashes stomach first on the couch after Elektra punches her in the face. Luna definitely did not see the attack coming, especially from someone like Elektra. The psychopath has underestimated her rival, and now she might just regret it. The bold and the beautiful fans on Reddit are speculating that Elektra's blow may cause more damage to Luna than expected. The way pregnant Luna landed on the sofa after getting punched is sparking major concern for the baby. Apparently, many are convinced that Luna could lose the baby in the aftermath of her fall. She's still in the early stages of her pregnancy, making the landing all the more concerning. One fan wrote on Reddit, "Perfect setup for a miscarriage." I wonder if they got backlash over this insane storyline. Probably not, though. Another commented, "If she does miscarry, she will seek revenge on Elektra, so there is that storyline." Someone also noted, "Everyone is saying that Luna may miscarry. Have everyone on here forgot that Luna faked a pregnancy before? She may not be pregnant at all, and